So, let's talk about Georgia. It's a place where a very important legal story is unfolding. This story involves Donald Trump, and it involves a prosecutor named Fani Willis. She is the district attorney for Fulton County. Her office handles serious crimes. She has decided to investigate actions taken after the 2020 election. This case is a big deal. It could have a huge impact on American politics and the law. It asks a fundamental question about power and accountability. Fani Willis is a name you need to know. She has been a prosecutor for a long time. She is known for being tough. She is known for using a specific law, the RICO Act. RICO is a powerful tool, usually used for organized crime. Think of mob bosses. Miss Willis has used it against other groups before. Now she's using it in this case involving a former president. It's a bold move, and it put her in the national spotlight. This made the case one of the most watched legal battles in the country. And the person leading the charge is Fani Willis. This sets the stage for everything that has happened since. The story really starts right after the 2020 election. A key moment, January 2nd, 2021. On that day, Donald Trump made a phone call to Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. A recording was made. Trump asks Raffensperger to find 11,780 votes, enough to flip Georgia. That call became central evidence. A few weeks later, Fani Willis acted. February 2021, her office opened a criminal investigation. She sent letters to preserve evidence, emails, text messages, notes. Fulton County signaled it was taking this seriously. May 2022, a special grand jury was impaneled. They sat for months and heard testimony from 75 witnesses. August 14, 2023, the special grand jury's work produced charges. The indictment was 98 pages with 41 counts, ending a 2.5-year probe and starting prosecution. So what are the charges in this case? The main charge is the most complicated one. It is a violation of Georgia's RICO Act. RICO stands for Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations, used against gangs or the mob. Fani Willis is famous for using it. The law targets groups who work together to commit crimes. It's not just one person. It's about a criminal enterprise. An enterprise is a group working toward a common goal. Prosecutors say, Donald Trump, 18 co-defendants were part of an enterprise. The goal was to illegally change the outcome of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. The indictment says they worked together. RICO connects all the defendants and ties their actions into one big story. Once the charges were filed, the case moved into the courtroom. And honestly, it has been anything but quiet. The first big event was the surrender of the defendants. In late August of 2023, Donald Trump turned himself in. This led to a historic moment. A mugshot of a former American president was taken and released to the public. Several defendants took a specific path. They decided to plead guilty. 4 of the original 19 defendants have made deals with the prosecutors, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis. In return, they must agree to cooperate with the prosecution. But the biggest drama so far has involved Fani Willis herself. In early 2024, a major challenge was filed against her. They said that Miss Willis had a romantic relationship with a special prosecutor she hired for the case, a man named Nathan Wade. They argued this created a conflict of interest. This led to a series of dramatic hearings. Mr. Wade resigned. So where does this incredibly complex case go from here? The short answer is that the path forward is, well, very unclear. They have asked a higher court, the Georgia Court of Appeals, to look at the issue again. In fact, it is now very unlikely that a trial will happen at all in 2024. This timeline is crucial because it interacts with the political calendar in a very direct way. However, a sitting president cannot be forced to stand trial in a state court, so we are in a state of legal limbo. These are the giant questions hanging over the Fulton County Courthouse. For now, all we can do is wait for the next step in this unprecedented legal journey.